Asante sana. We're also live on X Spaces, and we have Mbugua, who is a celebrated artist. He's acted, he teaches.
He's been a judge.
He's done everything. He's live. He's with us right here on the X Space. Ian, you have the mic. Speak to us. Your reaction, first of all, when I'm sure you have followed this because you are a drama teacher and you have, of course, been following the drama festival in the public schools. What was your initial reaction when you first heard that they had first banned this play, now the court order reinstating it, and then yesterday's events?
Good morning.
Good morning, Ian. We hear you.
First, let me correct you. I have not been following what's been happening with the drama festival. I have not been following. But what has made me find out about it is this banning of the play and the fiasco that ensued. There are so many wrongs in what's happened. So many wrongs. People blowing the whole thing completely out of proportion. And it is a very sad situation we're in that this should have happened, especially the way it happened. The government overreacted, as usual. They would simply have let it go on, and very few people would have known about this play. But now, everyone is talking about it. So it has completely backfired. These are people who are trying to please their masters, as far as I'm concerned, not knowing that what they're doing is completely wrong. There's so many wrongs in so many ways. How far did this play, how was this play let to go this far just for that to happen? And that even Ruto has not said anything doesn't really surprise me, because I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if he really does not care about it and even invites them to State House to watch the play. So what they are doing is just highlighting the play and letting more people know about it. And then now the focus is on the wrongs that are happening. It's not the only play that talks about the ills that are going on. I have watched last year and this year very many Kenyan authored plays that are very critical of the government. And nobody has said anything about them. So why focus on this one? And you think by doing that, you're going to muzzle us as artists? Absolutely not. You will just have more and more people coming up and talking about the ills that are going on in the country. And this is very retrogressive. I remember back in the 90s at Phoenix Players when we wanted to do the play Can't Pay, Won't Pay. And at that time we had to take our plays, before we show them, we had to take our plays to Nyayo House to be vetted so that we can be given permission to put it on. And it was a very critical moment, just like we are now. And we were told we can't put it on. So our lawyer, Stephen Mwenesi, went to court and he challenged that. And the court said there is absolutely nothing wrong with the play. People need to be able to express themselves, and we were allowed to do it. And we got a lot of publicity for that, so we played to full houses. We're going back to those ages? Come on. Come on.
Ian, for a moment, just take us through that period. I mean, this is quite something. That in those days, the Phoenix Theatre, which was a private theatre, just to have a play showing at your theatre, you had to go to government to get the script approved?
Yes. We had to send every script that we're going to do, had to go to Nyayo House. It's looked at, and then we're given permission to put the play on. Every single play. And we used to do a new play every 3 weeks. So you are in rehearsal, not knowing whether you're going to be given permission to do a play, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So when it came to that play, Can't Pay, Won't Pay, we were told, no, you can't do it. Yes, we had to do. And from then on, we never needed permission from anyone to put on a play. And if you watch all the plays, not even plays, watch all the movies that people have access to. We're talking about a play that will be seen by hundreds. And yet we've got movies that are watched by millions that are more critical about what's going on. So I just don't understand what this is all about. There's a lot of politics that has gone into it, mainly because of the author, the playwright. That is the main issue, the playwright.
Yeah. Ian, let me ask you.
Shoot.
Yeah, Ian.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like what happened yesterday, it was extreme, and I don't know whether it's something of that nature has happened before with students, but how can institutions and mentors better protect students who want to express themselves through art? Because I'm hoping this is the last incident we'll see. The fear is that every time somebody wants to express themselves artistically, they're going to be confronted with oppression. So how can, somebody like you who's also worked with students, how can we better surround and cushion young people who want to express themselves through art?
Young people are very woke. They know what is going on. So trying to tell them not to do such a play is wrong. And there is complete freedom of expression. And that is what art does. Art is a form of communication. Art is, it mirrors life. And what we need to do is just let them express themselves. As long as they're not using abusive language, and as long as it does not cross a line, which I'm sure they didn't, because if it had, it would have been shut down right from the beginning. But this on-off was wrong. Telling them, yes, you can do it, no, you can't do it, yes, you can do it, and then last minute, yes, you can do it, and yet they don't have a director, they don't have props, they don't have anything. What do you expect them to do? It's wrong. We should prepare them and let them learn to express themselves. And I don't think this is the last we're going to see of this. We're going to have more and more of these plays happening, and we're going to have knee-jerk reactions from the government. I won't be surprised, because it is still happening.
Right.
And then we've got one side of the government saying, oh, that is so wrong. This should not have happened. They've got freedom to do what they want. And then we've got the others who are doing exactly that. So even the government itself doesn't know what's going on. If you can stand and say that, no, they overreacted, they should not have tear gassed, who gave the orders and who did they follow? And what's going to happen to those people who did that? Absolutely nothing. Leave children, let them express themselves, but on the other hand, do not use the children for you to gain mileage. Don't abuse children. So there are two things here. Letting them express themselves, but on the other hand, not using them.
All right. Nice. Ian, first of all, so nice to hear your voice after so long. My name is Abel Mutua. We met when I was a young boy. I'm a historian, and stories from that era really fascinate me. Was it psychological, the fact that in a country that has a ministry of, sports, culture and heritage, you guys had to submit your scripts at Nyayo House? Is it because they knew you guys had an idea what usually happens at Nyayo House, so there's no way you'd submit a script?
Intimidation. It was intimidation. That is exactly what it was. Because you're taking your script up to the 10th floor, knowing that those lifts can go right down to the basement.
Correct.
So you need to remember
Yeah.
Do you want to exit on the ground floor, or do you want the lift to go down to the basement?
Jeez.
Ian,
Yes.
what does it do to your psyche? Because I'm also trying to see what this does to the psyche of these students at Butere Girls. But this level of control and oversight and interference, what does it do to your psyche and your mentality as a creator? And what do you think, or do you suppose it'll do to the young ladies here at Butere Girls, and of course their director and the playwright and everyone involved in the making of Echoes of War?
Here you are being told that, the world is out there for you. You need to express yourself. If you've got a talent, please use it and we will help you. And then when you are using it, you are told no. What do you expect to happen? You don't even know, do I continue, do I not? One person is saying this, and then when I do it, I'm told it's wrong. It's playing around with them, which is really, really wrong. It can bring up trauma, really. It really can. And it is wrong.
Agreed. Thank you so much.
Ian, if you look at it now, and you've said, it keeps happening, there's a start-stop, there's a clash between those in leadership, those in government, and those in the creative space. How do we fix it? How do we make sure that such kind of things do not happen, but also that the feelings that are expressed through art can also serve as lessons, and also art can be used by those in leadership as a way to actually get a pulse of what's happening in the nation?
Let the plays go on. Let everybody watch them. Let everybody make up their own mind. That's exactly what we should do. Not shut them up because what they are doing is quote unquote wrong. Says who? In whose eyes is it wrong? Is it wrong to talk about the differences between generations? Is it wrong to talk about the role religion plays, the good and the bad role that religion plays? Because religion does play a good role and it also plays a very bad role in life. Is it wrong for that to happen? Absolutely not. Let people watch it and let them make their minds up. Let them decide. But trying to shut them up will just bring more focus on it, and more people will be interested to know what's happening. Art should not be stopped. These sort of plays should not be stopped. We need to continue. It is our own, it is enshrined in the Constitution, freedom of expression. And what they are doing is not wrong. They are expressing themselves. Doesn't mean that if I say something that is the truth. That is my expression. It's up to you to decide how you're going to take it or not. But let me express myself.
Indeed. Ian, thank you. Stay on the line. Of course, we'll be getting back to you as the conversations continue. We are on X Spaces, we are on Nation FM, we are on NTV, live streaming as well on YouTube. We can call in and contribute to this. Echoes of War, is it just a play? What's the whole issue about? And that's what we're discussing this morning. I know Ras G, who is Giano Home, we're going to give you the mic shortly, but Mkurugenzi will be leaving us in about 5 minutes because he has another meeting.
Correct.
So let's just wind up and hear from you.
Yes.
When, like Ian is saying, let it continue.
Let it continue.
Let it show, let it play. How though do the lessons from such plays?
Yes.
How should they actually translate into those who are in decision-making positions, into taking that and seeing, okay, there's something that the people are saying, and how can I understand it?
Yeah.
How do I get to understand it?
Yeah.
And then I can use that to better the lives of the people.
Very nice. And I love the way the Kenya National Drama Festivals does it. The winning plays are usually taken to State House, and before those people perform for the president, he's usually taken through the synopsis and a bit of the treatment of the entire production, so that vitu hata zikimpita kwa play, at least he has an overview of what this play is about. So the way the Kenya National Drama Festivals guys are doing it, perfect. Tuendelee kwa moyo huo, hammer it in, endeleeni kuinject. Now, to the people who feel oppressed. Who feel tagged. To the people who feel tagged. Let me tell you, hawana bahati because they're operating in a generation that is extremely woke, just like Ian said. This is the generation of the information age.
Yeah.
What TikTok iko mpaka Maralal uko ndani mali mtu ana nguo anachunga ng'ombe na AK47 ameweka smartphone kwa kamshipi hapa na akiboeka anaingia TikTok. So this is a tsunami. It's a tsunami. Whether you like it or not, people will address issues in their own different ways. It will be a meme today, it will be a play tomorrow by a certain high school. So, badala ya kupigana na this train, you cannot, haiwezi, it is impossible. Find ways in which you can plug into the system. Okay, Butere girls have done the thing. Tumeona, okay, sawa, shortcomings zetu ni easy. But ukweli wa mambo ni, even us as the government, we've done a bit of something. So mkitukashifu hapa, si pia museme ile kitu tumefanya. So how do we do that? Sisi kama Ministry of Information, Ministry of Education, tume set aside 200,000 shillings for the best item on stage that highlights the things that the government has done. Fight fire na fire. Like, kitu wacha ikuwe competitive mtu wangu. Usikae hapo uanza kufura sasa unataka kupiga watoto tia gas. Like, so many ways to deal with it.
It's good that we hear that, because now the next thing is like, be in government, advise those in government, let them listen. You don't have to work in government to share ideas with government.
True. I agree.
You can share them and then you can hope that they will listen.
Yes. Sasa that's the thing. From the vitu nasikia huko kwa grapevines, ni watu huko hawasikizi. And clearly, because some of the things that they are doing, you can tell. There's someone who saw a problem there, they tried to speak about it, but akaambiwa we nyamaza. Sisi ndio serikali. Guys,
thank you.
Nimefurahi sana
Kasimu is like, I'm out. Wacha tuende break.
Oh, guys, Jesus. Nataka tu kutoka kama
Running man.
You wanna Tulia. We are taking a break. We'll be back shortly. We are continuing the conversation. Echoes of War, is it just a play? What's happening? We are on X Space. Join our X Space on NTV Kenya. You can also continue listening to us on Nation FM, on NTV. Share your thoughts on Facebook, where we live stream the show as well, on YouTube, on X, on TikTok.
True.
And also you'll be able to call in. This time, you want to speak, request for the mic, we'll be given the mic by Amlioto, and let's hear from you. Hii ni mambo yetu sisi wote, tuzungumze hadharani. It's the other way around. Tuzungumze hadharani. Back shortly.